Hi, my name is Kevin Chen. I apologize for not being able to present in person on Monday. Please excuse my coughing as I've been dealing with illness for the past week. Today, I'll be presenting on a sermon on greed from the Partners Prologue and Tale from the Controversial Tales. Before I dive in, I want to acknowledge that Luis and Yesla presented this topic on Monday, and I assume they did an excellent job analyzing and summarizing the prologue and the tale. Building on their analysis, I want to draw comparisons between the concept of greed presented in the Canterbury Tales and its expression in the modern world. To begin, let me provide you with a brief summary of the partner's prologue and its tale. In the prologue, the partner delivers a sermon on the dangers of greed. He acknowledges that everyone is guilty of some form of sin, but greed is the most dangerous of all of them. Ironically, the partner himself embodies the sin of greed, as he earns a living by selling indulgences and absolving people of their sins for a fee. He repeated the saying, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, relics mavrum esta cuptas. I'm sorry if I can't say it, but it means the root of evil is greed. He also says that he does not care about the people he hurt as long as he himself is living good. It is explained in this quote: I have my money, wool, and food, though it be from some page whose poverty is dire, or from the poorest widow in the shrine. Though her kids will be starving, I will be fine, for I will drink the liquor of the vine, and have a jolly wrench in every town. I'm sorry. The tale starts off by showing where our three protagonists are currently at. It's been shown that they are not the purest people as they indulge in activities such as gambling and excessive eating and drinking. The narrator commends their behavior and links their excessiveness to downfall of Adam and Eve from the paradise. He portrays gluttony as a foul and disgusting vice that leads to bodily harm and spiritual decay. It is explained here in this quote: Our father Adam and his wife, also from paradise to labor and to woe, were driven by that vice and do not doubt it. While Adam fast, as I read about it, he was in paradise, but then when he ate the fruit of the forbidden on the tree, he was at once cast out to the woe and pain. The narrator uses vivid imagery and strong language to add weight to his argument, and he often reference to biblical characters such as Lot, Herod, and John the Baptist. The narrator criticizes sinful behavior and also uses strong and noble men such as Spartan administrator Stilbon, King Demetrius, and Parthos kings. He continues the story with three men who are seeking to find death and to kill death, whom they blame for the death of their friend. As the journey down the road, they encounter an old man who tells them that he does not know where death is. The three men accuses him of being a spy for the death for death and threatens to harm him if he does not reveal death's whereabouts. They are portrayed as violent and impulsive, willing to seek revenge without considering the consequences of their actions. And the old man, on the other hand, is wise and philosophical, accepting his own morality, and the fate that awaits all of us. However, at last, the old man tells them that they will find death under a certain tree, and when they arrived at that tree, they did not find death, but a pile of gold coins. After the gold, after seeing the gold, the three men forgot what they were searching for and completely forgot about finding death itself, and were consumed by the gold. One of them tells the youngest one to go to the town to buy bread and wine to celebrate. And when the youngest one left, the two other men made a plan to kill the third and divide the gold between themselves. Meanwhile, the youngest one goes back into town and is tempted by the thought of having all the treasure for himself, and he decides to buy poison and plans to kill his two companions. He fills the two bottles with the poison and leaving the third one for himself. And when he rejoins the two plans ultimately went through. The youngest one was stabbed and killed, and the two were also killed by poison. The tale is a powerful allegory of dangers of greed. The three young men represented the sinful and greedy nature of humanity. The gold coins represents the material wealth that people so often craved, whether it's, power, money, or prestige. The story highlights the consequences of greed and selfishness, and the fresh friendship ultimately crumbles due to their greed and selfishness. The partner describes greed as a destructive force that leads people to commit all kinds of sins and ultimately destroys them. And this is where I want to compare the greed in the tales and to modern society. In modern society, greed is still a problem that affects individuals, organizations, and even nations. And greed can be seen in various forms, such as excessive materialism, the pursuit of power and wealth at any cost, and the exploitations of other for personal gain. Greed can lead to a wide range of negative consequences, including financial crisis, environmental destruction, social inequality, and political corruption. One notable difference between the deception of greed in the partner's prologue and the tale and modern society is that the partner portrays greed as a pure negative evil force, while in some contexts, in modern contexts, greed is sometimes seen as a positive motivator that drives innovation and economic growth. And the pursuit of self interest is essential for individual freedom and prosperity. However, the dangers of greed are still relevant in modern society. Greed can lead to a variety of negative consequences and is important for individuals and societies to find ways to balance self-interest with concerns for others and the environment. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't present this in person. Would have loved to, but thank you for listening and have a great day.